Hey everybody, welcome to Life of Sunny Lea, and it has been some week already. Sunday we went to church, and then after church we came home and ate because we had leftovers. And Monday we had to go to Columbus after I took Dusty out and everything, took care of the animals, so I had to go to Columbus. And while we were at Columbus, there was a storm. And luckily at Columbus, we just saw a lot of lightning, a lot of thunder, and a little bit of wind. But Douglas was home, and he sent us pictures. And when we came home, this is what grew. Now, it's kind of hard to see the difference on this tree right now. So we're going to walk out here, and you can see just how big this tree really is. Ouch. You see that spot up there between the two trees? That's where this tree was. We're still walking out. Still can't get the faux picture of the tree yet. Here we go. This is the tree. It's huge. And we were blessed by the fact that Dusty and I were not out here when it happened. We could have easily been out here. This tree had to have been weak to fallen anyway, so it could have probably fallen at any time. So we were blessed that nobody was hurt. We were blessed that it did not get the cars. We were blessed that it did not get the house or anywhere near. There is one auxiliary pole underneath that tree somewhere. I don't know if it's broken or not, but it's just one pole. No big deal. It's just a PVC pipe that can be replaced. And here's the other damage. So you can see some trees down here. You see all the branches on the ground. And luckily the greenhouses are okay. They didn't get anything. The cars didn't get anything. A lot of leaves around everywhere. Lots of leaves. And it's going to take a while to get this tree down and turned it into firewood. Lots and lots of leaves. I'm going to show you how close it actually came to the house. Tuesday was a busy day. I started cutting down the trees and did a little bit of work on there. And then I had to get ready and go to my hair appointment, get my hair done. And then when I came back in, arrived, and so I changed out my tree from an Easter tree to the summer tree. And it's a different summer tree this year. This year I decided to go with a ocean theme. And so I got the starfish on top, and I got little ocean ornaments and blue ornaments all the way down to the very skirt, which is a starfish. So that's what I did Tuesday. Now Wednesday I had Dusty out for a while, and she was in this shorter area, so I had to put her on a shorter leash. And she did really fine until she started bringing me poison ivy. So I had to bring her back in after about a half hour. And then I went out there and I took the rake and I raked everything on this side of the tree so that she can play in this area without bringing poison ivy to me. And then my husband has been working in getting the rest of that tree down. So we'll have 2 of the 13 trees taken care of. And then in the afternoon, we went to town and got groceries. Okay, Thursday morning, he worked out on the tree some more, and I came in and took care of Dusty's room, and then I went out and took care of the chickens and came in and started with the greenhouses before I took her out. Turnips are doing really good. Beets are still here and missing. Some are good, some aren't. Onions are looking really good. The cabbages, not so good. I might have to redo them. The Swiss chard is coming up, the new ones. This is an 01 from last year, and this is a kale from last year, but all the new little kales are coming up, and all the new little Swiss chards are coming up. Carrots and parsnips, I don't know about those. They're slow and in between, so we'll see how that goes. And of course, I've got everything weeded in here, ready for tomatoes over there and peppers over here. But I'm not putting those in until after Mother's Day. So that's the little greenhouse. Oops. I finally got around to planting in here. Got the sweet corn here, and on this side I got po beans. On this half, I'll put po beans on this other half later in about another month. That way I'll have a different. This bed I'm gonna put tomatoes and cucumbers in. I know tomatoes. I'm not for sure about the cucumbers yet. And then in this bed is planted with the bush green beans. So I've got everything that can be planted in here right now in. I'll be using these tubs for the peppers again, like I did last year. And I got around to getting all the weeds out. Okay, by Thursday we had most of our front yard back. We've got some piles of leaves, some wood, and some stuff. Neighbor's going to come down and help as soon as they're done with the farming. So my husband went up and worked up the road. My husband went up the road and started removing the trees that had fallen down at my mom's and dad's old place. And he worked in there until it was time to go to Columbus. And then when we got back from Columbus, he took me down there to survey the damage. And it was a lot worse than what we both thought when we first looked at it. Trees were down in the front yards. 3 of those trees I know were at least 70 years old or older, because they were there as long as I can remember. And we looked at that, and the windows in the house, the center windows were busted. The center windows were busted out, and when I looked at the roof, the roof had peeled back on the back side. The roof had peeled back on the back side, and the west wall up on top was missing, and the ceiling to the old bedroom was missing. And the tanks, the fuel oil tanks that were out in the side yard were all the way to the back into the field. Those things are heavy, so it took a lot of wind. And the tree, it's kind of, wherever it did, it jumped over some trees, and then you can see the tops of the other trees were taken out. Not the bottoms, but the tops. And then it came down here and took out this tree, jumped over the greenhouses. Not a thing was bothered in the greenhouses, but the trees on the other side, we lost the apple trees. So whatever it was, and then you can tell, if you look real close in that gap, that used to be filled in. You can see where the bare trees are. That's where it took out the limbs at the top of that tree. So I'm thinking that we were really blessed, because I'm thinking a small tornado went through this area and just took out the old stuff that we wanted out and left our main stuff, thank God. So, and then on Friday, I took Dusty out early that morning. She loves sticks. She's finding so many sticks now. I've already gone over this with a rake to rake up the sticks, But she's still finding them. She's digging them up where they've been pushed into the ground. And just, you know, little pieces of them are sticking up, and she digs until she gets them out. And, okay, Friday morning I took her out for a little bit, and then I got ready, and we went to his 50-year club member class reunion. So we do that twice a year, I think it is, anyway. We went to see his best friend and visit with them, and I got to hold one of the twins. It's 2 weeks old, and so it was a nice day. On Saturday, I took Dusty outside in the morning, and then Bill and I went to town, got some groceries for next week, and picked up her birthday present already. Dusty her birthday's not until the end of May, but I got her birthday present. And then we came back home, and he went out and worked on the trees some more, and I took Dusty back outside. And then after we came back inside, I put her in a room, and she got into a lot of trouble. So she is in a timeout. What she did was she had that little portable potty here, which she never would use, and she got her foot caught in it. And so we took it away, and that left this area open. And this has a reinforcement on it, heavy plastic. She's chewed that off at the bottom. So I put the concrete blocks there, thinking that'd be enough to keep her out of trouble. Came back down here, nope, she was over here chewing on it again. So I put the chairs in front. Now this chair over here had been in front before, no problem. So I put this one in. Well, I came back out, and she had grabbed the rubber tip off the bottom of it. And these are old chairs, so how she got it off, I don't know, because I can't get them off. And she had that running around. I had to take that out of her mouth. And then came back out, she had another little piece of it running around. So I had to take that out of her mouth. So I ended up putting her in there for a timeout. Now I feel bad about it, but I know it's for her own safety. Shoes, the German Shepherd mix that we had before, we had to crate every time we left the house. So unfortunately, this may be the situation. We may have to crate her whenever we're not with her, or when we don't have her outside, or when we can't watch her. Because I can't have her eating things that she's not supposed to be eating. So that is where we're at right now. Hopefully she will learn to leave things be and not try to eat up her house. So stay tuned, find out what we're going to be doing next week. Hopefully it's not as exciting or as depressing. Yes, depressing. We were blessed. We were truly blessed that no physical damage was done to the house or to any of the people or the cars. The only damage was done to the trees, and most of the trees that got down were trees that we were thinking about taking down in the first place. And of course my mom's old house, which is vacant. So praise God no one was inside when the roof and the ceiling fell off down. So like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye everybody.